Hi, it's Cindy with Cindy Lifestyle and More. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Cindy. I'm 65 and I live here in beautiful Central Coast, California, and I welcome all of you. Today, I used on my eyes Revolution Makeup Revolution London, and it is called Revolution Forever Flawless Bird of Paradise. I think it's about 5 years old. It came out 5 years ago, and they are bright. They are vibrant. They are shimmer and they stay on. So today is going to be a little chit chat. I'm going to talk with all of you as I apply my makeup. So if you like to see how I got this look, well, that's going to be next. Have fun. Well, hi everyone, it's Cindy. How are you doing? Good morning to everyone. I'm going to be using the Revolution Makeup Revolution London, and it is Revolution Forever Flawless Bird of Paradise. This is, I think this came out like 5 years ago, 2020. That is a very pigmented eyeshadow colors. They do last. They last all day. But when they're pigmented, they don't go on real smooth. They kind of like drag a little bit. I feel like that. But when I use this eyeshadow palette, I usually use it the day before I'm not using much makeup. The second day is because I can see some of the color like kind of stained a little bit. It takes a day or two to come off, but it does come off, but they are pigmented. And then I'm going to follow with the gel grip. So I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to do a gel grip face primer with hyaluronic acid. It's by Be Pure. Runs about $1.25. I did a video. I did this and I did this. Like I did like a review of both. And I felt like they were pretty close. The only difference was one was, I think was 11 and one was like $1.25. So my daughter got one, I got one, and we did it. So what I've been doing is rotating my products. I'm doing the lipsticks, I'm doing the lip liners, I'm doing the fragrances. It's been a little work for me, but it's been keeping me busy and rotating everything, because you don't realize that when you do videos, you start collecting makeup, and I really don't want to have makeup coming everywhere and go, oh, I didn't know I had that. Oh, I should have not bought that because I already had it. And that's happened a few times to me. So I'm really watching myself. And so that's what I've been doing. And I think I just started like about a week ago. I just decided that when I do my makeup, when I do my fragrances, I'm doing this and bringing it down and going back up. And you know, and we do that at work too. We rotate the products. So when we do inventories, it tells us how long products have been there, and they'll get like a memo saying these got to be sent back. Well, you know what? I need to do that too here. So I've been taking a little bit longer on things because once I started rotating, I'm rotating on everything. So I'm even doing it right here. Everywhere. Everywhere I have makeup, I'm rotating. Setting sprays, everything. Okay, so I'm going to leave this on for like about a couple of minutes while I use, let me get my eyeshadow base. This is Lorac Behind the Scenes. It's an eye primer. And I like to use this on my eyelids to help my eyeshadows not going into my crease. I like to use it on my little section here when I wear my eyeglasses so it doesn't, my makeup doesn't disappear. And I feel like it also helps my eyeshadow gets a little bit more pigment. So I've been trying to keep myself busy. I'm using my ring finger. And I like to put it on my lids so it gets into, see where the little folds are at? I want to make sure that my eyeshadow doesn't crease in that. So that's why I'm doing it like that. So the shadow stays on the lid and not, you know, go in the folds and then crease. So yesterday was my husband and I 31st anniversary. So it was a little hard for me yesterday, but I kept myself busy. And then my daughter worked. And then she got some kind of tote. She does a lot of TikTok. So she got some kind of tote. I get it's at, oh God, at Walmart. I said it's at Walmart. Some kind of tote supposed to be trending. So she is really, that's how, she's the one that told me about this. So she's like watching for all the trendy stuff. And so she did that last night. I stayed home, did some editing on my videos, trying to keep myself busy. Okay, the only difference with this one here, this is a little drying. It's kind of like tacky, like that. So it's not real creamy. And the shadows, they stay on, but it's a little different. Anastasia that I have, I love it, but it's a little bit more, oh, the sun's coming down, so I'll try to stay like this, more runnier. And then this one's a little drying. So I need something like in between, and I haven't found it yet. So I think I'm going to try some, I'm going to look into different products too. You know, try things, but I want to, you know, finish what I have. This is Vintage Selection Pot Lounge. It's called, oh, Pot. Cindy, I need to put on my glasses. This is Pot Longwear Paint Pot, and I love it because it's got the shimmer. Okay, so I'm going to get my little concealer brush. This is by e.l.f. And I use it on my eyelid. And it's got like a little shimmer to it. Go like this. And it's in a cream. I got myself a little bruise. Oh, I bruise so easy now. All right, so I'm going to go on the lid, because I'm always putting like a little shimmer. And then I also have a NYX, where is it? NYX glitter primer. I love this. So it's really good. I've had a couple of friends who went to their school in, I think it's in Burbank. And they told me about it. My daughter told me about it. So they have a makeup school there. Okay, so let's see if they still have it there. I know they have one in New York, I think. Okay, let's go like that. So I've been keeping myself busy. I want to welcome all my new friends. I appreciate all of you subscribing and staying, and also the ones that come back and still with me since the beginning. I appreciate all of you. I see you as my friends. It's like talking to somebody, except I'm talking over the cell phone here, my camera. And that's one thing I like about it, is that meeting people here. And if you're new to my channel, I'm a beauty advisor. I'm very part-time, and I work in a department store. So that's what I do. Okay, very part-time. I did early retirement. And then my sister and I, we have been doing live, like sister chat, because she lives in LA, and then I live here in the Central Coast. So we do live. It's like being sisters, having a cup of coffee or tea. And my sister doesn't do the beauty. She's not in the beauty, but she does different things like retirement and stuff. But we talk about like all kinds of things, midlife, and you know, whatever our subject is, things that happened to us when we were young, so things like that. And Megan is my daughter. Probably wondering why I said Megan. That's why. Okay, so then I'm going to use e.l.f. before I go into the foundation. This is called Matte Putty Primer. And I was using my fingers, but it gets a little sticky. So let me find my matte putty. Here, no, that's a putty bronzer. I know I have one because I bought one. Let's see. Here it is, e.l.f. Putty Primer. Okay. And it even has a little scoop. And that's what it looks like. And I like it right on my chin because I have a lot of pores in that area. Because when I was young, I used to get oily and break out. So my skin has changed since then. So I'll just use a little bit. So I work tomorrow and work a late shift. I did my beauty empties. I did my household empties. So see how it kind of smooths it out? And I do it on top of my lips. And a little bit right here. And then all here, I don't have much problems with pores. It's just right here where I was oily when I was young, the T-zone shine. And then I'm going to get my Mary Kay. This is the brush cleaner. And I spray right here, and then you can use it as like in between eyeshadows or to clean your brushes in between. And then I still clean my brushes, you know, thoroughly, but I love this because it you can use it the same day as you do your makeup, so it doesn't interfere with it. So let me clean that real quick, especially with eyeshadows. I like it. All right, now we can get into, okay, let me go into eyebrows. So I'm gonna use e.l.f. And that's another thing, I've been rotating that too. So the e.l.f. has a spoolie on one end. And then this is the color. Now this is more of a thicker, eyebrow. There it is right there. And this is neutral brown. So my daughter and I, we went to Ulta yesterday. And she says, what did you do different on your eyebrows? And I said, nothing. Because I always use an eyebrow pencil. Sometimes I fill it, you'll see me, I'm going to fill it in today with a little bit of powder. And then I go over with the gel. She goes, oh, she goes, well, your eyebrows look really good today, you know, coming from her, because she's into her eyebrows. I thought, what? Everything's the same, so I don't know what I did. She goes, well, sometimes your eyebrows look a little powdery. And sometimes your eyebrows has a little pencil. She's very into eyebrows. My daughter does beautiful brows. She goes, well, I said, Megan, I don't know what I did different. Maybe I used less pencil. I have no idea. She goes, oh, they look really good. She goes, they always look good. She goes, but they look really good today. I'm like, I don't know, Megan. When I've done eyebrows, I've always just want to fill them in. And that's usually what I do. I just want to fill them in. And then that's it. And then a little gel. And, you know, not so, you know, like she'll spend more time on her eyebrows than she would on her eye. Well, she does wear makeup, but she spends a lot more time on her eyebrows. And the sun's coming through. Hopefully you don't get a big glare. Oh, I need to go back to my eyebrows. See? I do one thing and totally forget. Oh, let's push this back down. Kind of flimsy there. Okay. So this is what I did yesterday. I put this on. I did use the e.l.f. Filled them in. I'm trying to see what I did yesterday. And then I took my spoolie, looked up and came down. She goes, Mom, they look really good. And for her telling me that, I was like, what did I do? Okay, now I'm going to put this in the back. I did do this, though. Maybe that's what she's talking about. So I used the Marie Claire eyebrow and hairline powder. This is the only color it comes in. I took, but I've done this before, but I don't know what that sound is. Okay, so I'm going to take this color here, and this is an angle brush, an eyebrow brush, and then this one. And what I did was, do you see this little hole here? I have been trying for 2 years now, putting eyebrow serum there, and this is about as much I can get filled in. So I take a little bit of the powder, and maybe that's what it is. I didn't go all the way through. That's probably what it was. Now that she told me that, I'm going to go all the way through. Oh, it's next door neighbor. I went like this. Just like that. So maybe that's what it was. I have no idea. I kind of mix this. And this is also supposed to be used like if you get the gray. But I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25, and I like it. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. And then it also has a spoolie too, and it's by e.L.F. It's a little duo brush. So my bird passed away. If you're new to my channel, I had a bird. I have a cockatiel, and I had 2 parakeets. And one of them passed. Well, one passed away 2 years ago. Then I lost the other one, like all of a sudden. And my daughter and her boyfriend got me another one. So it's in the front playing. And so it's been pretty good. It's a girl, my understanding. Okay, now I'm gonna go with NYX, the brow glue, and it's medium brown. And then I kind of like set it. Yeah, so she's chirping away. And Greg and I bought our other birds, our other parakeets that we had. They had a, like a swing. They never used it once. This one sleeps in it. And then the first night it went in it. And then all of a sudden she's just like swinging back and forth. She was just a happy camper. I'm not going to say. Maybe this is what I did right. That's the only thing I did that was different. So she really liked it. So maybe I'll stay with that. I mean, I always get compliments from other people, but my daughter's so into her eyebrows, and people like her brows. Okay, so I'm going to let it sit. And then what I've been doing this too as well. I like a corrector under my eye because I got dark circles on my eye. So I do this first, and then I use the brightener. So this is Peach, and this is L.A. Color Corrector. And this is Yellow, and this is L.A. Corrector. So I'm trying to make a salmon color. So I go like this. Because you can see how dark it is, like really dark. And then I'm going to get I just cleaned my sponges. This is like a little, I think this is either Technique or I got this at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use that in there. I'm going to use my Evian facial spray. It's a mineral spray. I'm sure a lot of you remember Evian. I'm going to wet this down. I use this to wet my sponges. And then I'm just going to pat this on. So I was looking at my husband and I, things that we did yesterday. And I have a Maire here too, so while I'm talking. And when we went to Hawaii and our cruises, and when Megan was real young. Gave me some memories. So I've been watching a lot of people that have lost their spouses. But, I talk to a lot of people that are customers at work. And, that one's like clinging on, so I'm a little dry right there. And every one of them is kind of okay. Not that they're okay, they still grieve, but they're able to get through it. It's been like 4 years. It's a bit better for me too. And it's better for me too because I can't see what I'm doing. I keep forgetting summertime, the sun comes from on top and it glares right in the back of my head. And that makes me warm too. So usually, I know like the last few summers, I would start like around early in the morning at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, or like after the sun's already up. So, but that's okay. I want to get started, and because I need to go take my car in. No, not up. The sun comes this way and then it goes up. So right now it's like right there and it keeps going. I don't know. Greg used to explain to me how it works. All right. So this is Wet n Wild Photo Focused. Oh, I need to go back to my eyebrows. See? I do one thing and totally forget. Oh, let's push this back down. Kind of flimsy there. Okay. So this is what I did yesterday. I put this on. I did use the e.l.f. Filled them in. Trying to see what I did yesterday. And then I took my spoolie, looked up and came down. She goes, Mom, they look really good. And for her telling me that, I was like, what did I do? Okay, now I'm going to put this in the back. I did do this, though. And maybe that's what she's talking about. So I used the Marie Claire eyebrow and hairline powder. This is the only color it comes in. I took, but I've done this before, but I don't know what that sound is. Okay, so I'm going to take this color here, and this is an angle brush, an eyebrow brush, and then this one. And what I did was, do you see this little hole here? I have been trying for 2 years now putting eyebrow serum there, and this is about as much I can get filled in. So I take a little bit of the powder, and maybe that's what it is. I didn't go all the way through. That's probably what it was. Now that she told me that, I'm going to go all the way through. Oh, it's next door neighbor. I went like this. Just like that. So maybe that's what it was. I have no idea. I kind of mixed this and this. And this is also supposed to be used like if you get the gray. But I got this at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 and I like it. Okay. Maybe that's what it was. And then it also has a spoolie too, and it's by e.l.f. It's a little duo brush. So my bird passed away. If you're new to my channel, I had a bird. I had have a cockatiel, and I had 2 parakeets. And one of them passed. Well, one passed away 2 years ago. Then I lost the other one, like all of a sudden. And my daughter and her boyfriend got me another one. So it's in the front playing. And so it's been pretty good. It's a girl, my understanding. Okay, now I'm going to go with NYX, the brow glue, and it's medium brown. And then kind of like set it. Yeah, so she's chirping away. And Greg and I bought our other birds, our other parakeets that we had. They had a, like a swing. They never used it once. This one sleeps in it. And then the first night, it went in it, and then all of a sudden, she's just like swinging back and forth. She was just a happy camper. I'm not going to say. Maybe this is what I did right. That's the only thing I did that was different, so she really liked it. So maybe I'll stay with that. I mean, I always get compliments from other people, but my daughter's so into her eyebrows, and people like her brows. Okay, so I'm gonna let it sit. And then what I've been doing this too as well. I like a corrector under my eye because I got dark circles on my eye, so I do this first, and then I use the brightener. So this is Peach, and this is L.A. Color Corrector, and this is Yellow. And this is L.A. Corrector. So I'm trying to make a salmon color. So I go like this. Because you can see how dark it is, like really dark. And then I'm going to get my, I just cleaned my sponges. This is like a little, I think this is either Technique or I got this at the Dollar Tree. I'm going to use that in there. I'm going to use my Evian facial spray. It's a mineral spray. I'm sure a lot of you remember Evian. I'm going to wet this down. I use this to wet my sponges. And then I'm just going to pat this on. So I was looking at my husband and I, things that we did yesterday. And I have a mirror here too, so while I'm talking. And when we went to Hawaii and our cruises, and when Megan was real young. Gave me some memories. So I've been watching a lot of people that have lost their spouses. But, you know, I talk to a lot of people that are customers at work, and that one's like clinging on, so I'm a little dry right there. Concealer brush from e.l.f. So they said that like 4 years you can kind of get through it. I'm like, okay, because I still have my moments when I just start crying. So this keeps me busy. And that's the first thing my daughter said, did you do a video? And I said, I did a couple. My dog's getting hungry. Oh, it must be dry right there. See the eyeshadow base? I got it. I want it here, not here. So it kind of, that's okay. It'll go. It'll dissolve. Okay, so like that, like that. That's all. Morning. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about other different things. So this morning, so this is Soft Beige. I'm gonna go like this. No. Yes. So I'm gonna go with this. Do the Soft Beige. All right. So this is Wet n Wild Photo Focus, and it's a stick foundation. I like it because I can use this if I'm in a hurry. Kind of like go over everywhere and out the door. And then I'm going to get my beauty blender. She woke me up at 3 this morning. You woke me up at 3. She was thirsty. She wanted her doggy bones. And then we went back to sleep for about an hour. 5 o'clock, she wanted to have her breakfast. So now that she's up, Dakota's up. I'm like, oh my God. I've not been sleeping at night. And it's like my babies are keeping me up. So this is going to give me a light to medium coverage. Do you need, hold on. I think she needs to go to the bathroom. I think my daughter bought herself a towel holder because it broke. And the one that came with the house, when we bought the house, is the one that broke. So I'm going to take it all the way under my jawline. See how creamy it goes? It goes on really smooth. It's really nice. It gives you light to medium coverage too. Or you can just add a little bit more and get more coverage. And then I think some people use like a liquid foundation or something. And then they can use this and then just put it like in the areas to soften up their fine lines. I hear different things. I mean, I like looking at videos too. So I always take it all the way back to my hairline. If you hear some kids, my neighbor she has a child care, so. So my dog got me up. Back to that. Okay, I already forgot. So my dog got me up and got a little bruise right there. So anyways, been bruising everywhere. I got one here and I got one in my leg. So anyways, she woke me up at 3 in the morning, and then 5 o'clock she wanted her bones, and then Dakota wakes up and now she wants her breakfast. So I've been up since like 3:30 or 4, like really early. So I'll probably go like about 4 o'clock. I'll just go crash. Or you can also take it like this. Because I have like a lot of fine lines around my lip, my top lip. So I like really get in there. There. This is Maybelline. I love Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. I love this brightener. I use that like this. I just feel like it just brightens it up. You could just use this to brighten it up. I just, a creature of habit, I have to do the whole system, but this just covers it up too. It's excellent. So, and then I go above the lid. Even when I was young, I always used the lightest concealers for my eye area. I mean, I had friends who had really fair skin, and they didn't even wear that light of a concealer, but I always did. I just got used to it. Okay, let me find one that I'm rotating. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer 1C Cool. Use that one. And then what I do, I put it back in there and I put it in the back. I'm really trying to do this. I don't understand the panning thing, but this is the closest for me. What happened was I was doing my makeup and I found something that I haven't seen for a while. And I was like, oh no, I just bought one. I had 2 lip liners. And that's when I said, no more. And there was another thing that I had. I said, nope, not going to go there. I'm not doing that. So what I'm going to start doing is rotating. And when it's gone, put it in the trash. And I'll finish the next one. And there's going to be certain things that I'm going to stick with. And there's certain things that I want to try. But the most is my mascaras, because I get a lot of mascaras from my gifts. But they're real small and they don't last that long. Just gives me enough to try it and see if I like it or not, or do a review. Okay, now I did buy a Too Faced Extreme Lip Gloss, but I don't have it with me right now because it's in one of my hauls. So I'm going to use City Beauty lip gloss, and it's clear, and I'm almost out of this one too. It's a plumping lip gloss. And Macy's carrying this now, and we sold all these out. They were all gone, but these don't have a burning sensation. I learned something kind of unique. So this was sent to me. Oh, and I started reading up on it. Let me get makeup on me. So they said you can put this on your lips while you're doing your treatment, and then you can do it at night before you go to bed. And I also use a lip mask, you know, overnight mask, grande lip mask. So anyways, then they said that you can leave this on and put your lipstick over it. So by the time you can leave it on for 10 minutes before you put on your lipstick, I think it said that it'll be dissolved. So yeah, so this is supposed to be a plumping lip gloss. I still like my Too Faced. I just like a little bit of volume, but I feel like it gives you some volume. Now, these are really nice because it's not runny. It's nice. It really is. All right. Now, I like to go with my Laura Mercier, and it's an under eye brightener, and it's 01, and it's called Secret Brightening Powder for Under Eyes. I love this. And I need my, this is by Sephora. It's all gone, the writing on it, but it's a Pro Concealer brush. So I just work it on from the other side. And then I just go like that. It kind of sets it, brightens it, helps it from not moving. I don't like my concealer to move. And it lasts all day. And when I don't do all this, honestly, and I think people are just used to me with my concealer being really bright. If I don't use all my steps, are you tired, Cindy? I'm like, no. And I'm like, I didn't use all my brightener. I didn't use my correctors. I didn't use my powder. Because people get used to you, how you look. And I feel also too that when I go like this, my mascara bottom doesn't transfer too. I try to do everything. Brighten, help control transferring. Just like I've been taking arnica because I was telling the doctor. So I was telling the doctor I've been bruising. And I took a blood work and they said that I wasn't anemic and I didn't have anything bad, thank God, right now. But I was talking to a nurse at work and she says, have you ever tried arnica? And I said, you know, I did have an arnica. It was like a little jar. And she goes, yeah. She goes, it helps bruising. But it also said it helps other things too. So I bought an arnica, and then I bought arnica for underneath my tongue. And it's been helping. But if you looked at my videos a while ago, they were saying that if you do ibuprofen or anything, it thins out your blood like aspirins. And I was like, oh, that's right, huh? Because if I get my blood test, it's everywhere. When I had Megan, it was everywhere. It was like I bleed really quickly and I bruise really fast. Okay, so let me get this is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Medium 2. I love this. And I use that right here. Right in here. And I feel like it just softens the fine lines. And then I also use it here on my forehead. So Charlotte Tilbury, I was watching her. It was either on Instagram or I watched her on QVC. I watched her somewhere. Or HSN. I don't know where it was at. So this is a Wet n Wild powder brush. And then I'm going to take this. And she was showing, you know, how to use this. She was just putting it everywhere. And I was like, I thought you were only supposed to put it like right here. It's amazing how we change in makeup. Don't do this, don't do that. And all of a sudden they're doing it. So she was like, put it on there and, you know, smooth out your makeup, make your makeup last longer. And I was like, well, no, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go everywhere. And I've been doing that for a while. But when I saw her do it, I was like, okay, she's doing it now too. All right, let's see. Now, let's see. Let me get, I like using, this is 200 and this is L'Oreal Color Rich Paris Beach. It's a single eyeshadow and I like using this on my eyelids before I start putting on my eye makeup. I just feel like my makeup goes on, eye makeup goes on smoother and I don't know, it's like a base for it. And it's just a plain color. Okay, let's see. We're going to start off with the eyeshadows. I'm going to try Tail Feather. See that pretty pink color right here? Let's see. Let me swatch it for you. Now it's a cream. It's just like, looks like a matte base. Yeah. put that in the transition. Make sure I get my fingers. I'm going to use, let's see, Wet n Wild, just a blending brush. I'm just going to take that with the color and just work it in there. That's what it looks like. See how little I used? It already has color. So I'm just going to blend that. And then you can kind of feel your little bone right there. And I was going to take that and then just, I call them windshield wipers motions. And then do the other side so I get that going. And I always hold my hand up here so it gives me more of a better grip. So anyways, going back to the grief thing, I have a lot of people saying like in 4 years they're able to get through, because when I start talking about something to somebody, the tears start rolling, and that's okay. You know, I'm talking to somebody and they said, go ahead and let it out, you know. So I feel that's good. Because they have like spouse sessions and they have family sessions, you know, you talk it out. And I like to watch a lot of that. And they all say, just let it go. All right, so there's that. It's pretty. Go a little darker. Figure it's springtime. Isn't it springtime almost? Almost spring. I think my bird just answered me. Okay, this is L.A.Colors Crease Brush. I like her brushes. And I'm going to use Adventure. This color right here. Let me bring that down. Yeah. Gotta make sure I wipe my hands because every time I'll go like that, there'll be a big old spot of color. That's the color right there. Can't believe it's almost Easter. Remember when Megan was little? She liked the bags. She liked the baskets that was made more than the pre-made ones. She loved the baskets when we picked out the candies and put the little toys in there. So fun. And then I had a friend who always, she was a grandmother. She always had Easter egg hunts at her house, and she would invite Megan and, you know, Greg and I and her. So Megan can come down because we didn't have any more siblings because I couldn't have any more. I wasn't able to conceive. So we would go there and Megan would have a blast. And some of the eggs had change in them, or they'll have dollars in them. They would have like different things. It's so cute. I'm happy that she had a good Easter in her days. Right in the crease there. That is a really pretty color. Very pretty. So I'm probably going to take the other one now, the first one, tail feather, and then kind of go a little bit above here. Take that again. I got up early, like I was saying, with the dogs, and then I was going to like just jump in the shower and freshen up and everything. But I was sweating last night, so I had to rewash my hair. So that's why I'm starting now, because I was going to do it really early in the morning, but I had to wash my hair. I may be washing my hair every day if it keeps warm like this, because I can't handle it when it's sweaty and then you start itching. Because what I was thinking of doing the days that I exercise, I'll wash my hair every other day, and then I'll, exercise that day. But it's been so warm that I've been starting to actually wash my hair every day. Looks good. I'm not really going anywhere today, just to the store. Okay, so I'm going to get my brush cleaner again. A little wet still. I'm going to use Canary, like right in here a little bit. Something a little different. All right, so Canary is this color. This one here. No, not that one. Ugh. All right, Canary is this color right here. And it looks like a canary. My grandmother had canaries. Oh, there was one canary whose name was Pete. He was so cute. Poor little bird. It was named Pete. So I'm going to kind of blend it with this pink color in here. Good old Pete. So pretty. And he sang so pretty. Doing his yard, he's probably getting ready for Sunday afternoon. A lot of his friends come over and the families come over. Because today's Friday, right? Yeah. God, this week went by so fast. And then I'm going to use this other color called Cardinal. That is an orange. Cindy having fun? I think so. Put that right in here. Let's see. Right there. But I like to make sure everything's blended. It's pretty. All right, now I'm going to get a blending eye, and kind of blend them all together. This is by e.L.F. I didn't say that, did I? This is by e.L.F. blending eye. So usually what I do is, like, when I'm all done, I'll curl my hair and all that, and I'll look again and add a little bit more here and there, even after I'm done here. Okay, so since I got all these bright colors, do you see this cockatoo? I think it's called cockatoo, and it's white. I'm just going to put it right in the inner corner there and just kind of blend everything a little bit. Because if I keep going, I'll get white, you know, it'll be too much color. And I'm just going to go like that. And I'm sure you're going to know why I do that, because I like a lighter inner corner. I like it. So this is NYX glitter primer, and it's kind of like gummy. I'll show you on top of my hand. It's really like gummy, so it helps the glitter or the shimmer adhere to the eyelid. So I'm just going to pat that on, and just a little bit is enough. Goes a long way. I still need to do under my eyelids. I'm going to do this first. Beautiful, this Rio color. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm not going anywhere, but I'm going to do it. So let me, look at that. Look at that. So I'm going to go with, okay, so this is Pro 18 by Sephora. It's like, I'm going to use it to pack it on. Ooh, look at that. On the lid. Boy, it is a shimmer. It's a glitter. I mean, I got enough there to do it. Wow, what a pretty color for the evening. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I call them pencil brushes. Now I hear the puppy. You can tell when the kids are ready to take a little nap or relax, they start crying. Let's see. I'm going to take this ring finger. Look at that. Just kind of pat it on there. Oh, that is beautiful. It reminds me of like parrot feathers. Like bird feathers. That's why they got the names of the birds. That is gorgeous. Duh. I just thought of that right now. Look at that. Wow, that is so pretty. Now I got to do something like right in there now after doing that. So I'm going to take the hot, it's called Hot Tropic. So let's see. That's the color I use most of. It's right there. So color right here. Back to my little pencil. Kind of get it right in here. Yeah, that's pretty. Well, someone's doing the yard now. Okay, now, honestly, I like this little, I still got to go under, but I like this little, it's from L.A. Colors, and it is a shadow stick. Like this. So I'm going to use that right in here. Quick and easy. No, it's not a lawnmower. Someone is, the tree trimmers, that's what it is. And I thought, I better close the door. Okay. And it's like 5 houses down. You can hear it all the way to here, up to my house. So I got a little bit of fallout, to be honest. I mean, I got it, you can see it in my hands a little bit, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to, oh, Cindy, you almost just got yourself. Let me spray this a little bit. Use a little Fix It Plus by MAC. And I'm not gonna use the glitter, but I am gonna go with the island right here. I'll go with that one and then go under. And then I'm going to go with the Venture again. And then just take that a little bit and then just go above the island. It's pretty. Okay. And I just used that. That was easy. Now, I'm going to use this Ulta Beauty Sculpt and Glow. And this one's called California Sunlight. And I'm going to use my lip brush here. I just need to find it. I just washed all my brushes and now I can't find my brushes. Let's see, here it is. And it's by Sephora. And I'm just going to tap right here. It's got a little, and I'm going to go across and then turn the brush. I get a lot of people say they like this. They say to me, I like your top of your eyes, you know, your highlighter. And I'm like, I go, it's this. You know, I tell them it's at Ulta. And they're like, really? I go, yeah. So let's see. I guess because it looks like I clean it up, like I clean up the area there. I guess that's why they like it. Now I'm used to using it. I know when I don't use it, I see a difference. All right, let me blend this out a little bit. Not with that one. Where is my brush? I need to clean my brushes now. Oh, here it is. Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On, and it's called Roxy. I'm gonna go on the waterline. And that's another thing. I bought one of these probably August, and I totally forgot them. And I'm like, okay, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So everything gets used. I'm going to use Marie Claire Precision Liquid Eyeliner. Got that at the Dollar Tree. And it reminds me like an old-fashioned liner. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. So I had somebody... Let's see, I had a customer came in for a liner on the MAC counter. Now, I didn't know that MAC had this, so I go along and I'm looking for the liner that she's looking for. And we're both looking for it. Let me get in here. There. Trying to hold my elbow on the table because I know, oh, I had a friend, she was so good. She used to go shoo. So anyways, and they have one of these. They had two or like this type. I'm, oh my God, that's like an old-fashioned liquid eyeliner. And she goes, I want one of those. I was like, oh my God. So now I know they have one too, because I've had people come in and ask for the original, like a liquid eyeliner. And I was talking to the counter manager and I said, I didn't know you guys had one. She goes, yeah. She goes, we have one. And then we have the regular pen. And I sold it. So now I know they have one. And I need to fix something. So I remember, because my friend used to use, I think it was Maybelline's or L'Oreal, and it was just go. So this is Marie Claire, and they have one, and it's not too bad. I just got to fix that. It's not too bad, but I don't know how the MAC one works. I'm sure it works really nice. Kind of go in there and smudge it. That's so pretty. I got all this makeup. Okay, so if that ever happens, just let it dry, and by the time you do your hair and get everything done, just flick it and it'll be gone. So just let it dry, because if you start hitting it, it'll start smearing. Curl my lashes with the Shiseido eye curler. Okay, I see something that I don't have right. Let me check to see what it is. All right, let me see. Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. The eye pencil. So I got to go here and match it. There we go. Then get one of these angle brush and just fix it. There we go. All right, let me get my Dollar Tree Extra Care Micellar Cleansing Water. And that's why I bought it for emergencies. There. Done. Now I'm going to get my Voluminous Primer by L'Oreal. I'm going to use this for primer for my eyes. I'm going to do the bottom first. And then I'm going to do the top. I just feel like primers make your lashes. When you put the mascara on, they just look thicker and fuller and fluffier and longer. And oh my God, my nose is itching. This one's almost empty. I'm probably going to have to buy another one. Yeah, I don't have another one. I was just at the store yesterday. Shoot. This is Anastasia, and it's a contour. Oh my God, I'm almost out of this. It's working. Oh my God, oh, it's itching. I think this is done. Oh, I'm so excited. And then I still have another one that is almost done. Okay, so this one's going to go in the empty. I'm like excited that I finally used it all up. I'm like, I can't believe it. All right. Let's see. Let me get my angle brush. Where are you at? No, that's not it. I still like this Technique one, and it's hard to find. It's called 401, and you don't see them anymore, not even in Amazon. So I'm going to go contour here, glide it. Always work up, down, like a little L, and then kind of go under. Like, yay! I can't believe how happy I am. I'm decluttering as I go. I have some followers who are content creators, and they do panning, and I never get it. So I thought, well, you know what? Because her name is Alyssa, and she started like, I don't use this anymore. That one's got a pan to it. And that's what I thought. I thought when I found those shadows, was it a shadow or a lip liner? It was one of those two. I think it was a lip liner. I'm like, I already had one, and I just bought another one. It was a MAC one, and I thought, I have got to start doing this. I've got to start, you know, rotating them. Okay, I'm going to use this angle brush, and I got this from the Dollar Tree for $1.25. And start rotating them so I use them up. Because you know what? Makeup's expensive. And when you're doing videos, you're trying out the makeup for all of you, and it'll give you honest reviews. Because I work at Macy's, so either that I know they're having gifts, and then if my daughter gets makeup, so she gives me some, so I do. But other things I have to buy. There's a lot of things I have to buy myself. And then I start realizing I'm not using them. Well, I'm going to start doing it now, and it means a lot to me. Let me just get that. And I feel good. Now I know why they feel good when they go to pan, because they used it. So thank you to Alyssa, because I really, like I said, I don't understand it, but I guess it's close to it. Alyssa, you let me know if I'm doing it. I don't know. Let me know if I'm close to it, because I don't know if it's decluttering, because I see people that are decluttering, and oh no, I figure I'll just do both at the same time. Make it easy for me. I have too much to do. You know, I go to work, and then I do other things. I can't remember everything, and this works for me, but it's also helping me with my fragrances, my skincare. It really, really is. Okay, so there's that. Now, I've done the same thing with my blushes. Looks like a little snake. So, my daughter gave this to me. This is by Milani, and this is called Rose Powder Blush, and it has 3 colors. So there's a light color. Let me get this. And see, and my daughter gave this to me, and I don't even know if they sell, oh, let me clean my hands. I don't even know if they sell this anymore. And a lot of times they don't have them, and we still have them, you know, so, yeah. So there's that. And then this is the middle one. And then this is the darker one. Okay. So, I feel like a little cheerleader. Yay! It does feel good. Like me. Okay, I'm going to give you an example. Two of them. This is Clinique Chubby Stick highlighter that I like to use for my nose. I'm going to do it right now. Right, like the tip of my nose. I bought another one. I didn't need to buy one. I needed this, and I got one of these with one of these, but I already had one. And I was like, I wasn't going to return it, but it was just those. That's an example. And then when I do use them, I don't buy them, like this one right here. My lash primer. Where did I put this one? I had two of these, right? I had a Lash Paradise. I had one of these. I had a Tarte. They're in my empties again. But now I'm out. So now I need to go buy one. That's what I'm saying. So I'm really watching everything now. So I'm going to use the Mary Kay blush brush because I need to clean my e.l.f. brushes. Their brushes are supposed to sit exactly for your cheeks. So when you apply it on, it goes right up. So I do like their blushes. Their brushes. I do like their brushes. All right, so we're going to use all of these. So I'm going to go with the first one. So I'm going to go with this one, and I'm just going to kind of go under right here. So kind of like a contour if you think about it. Okay, well, train. All right, then we're going to go with the blusher. I think this one is like a little shimmer to it. So on the cheeks. Now I'm going to go like this, rub it where I have where the brush is at. I'm going to blend that. There we go. I'm going circular motion over my eyebrows. Okay. Then I'm going to get this light color. And just go like that. And I do have a highlighter brush, but that's going to get cleaned. I already have them in the bathroom. I'm going to clean them while I curl my hair. I used it. All right, so now I'm going to go like that. Now I'm going to go in here and get my Chameleon Wet n Wild shimmer. I bought this one. My daughter loves this, but she's already almost going through hers, and I've had mine for a little while, so I'm using this too as well. So I'm going to get, since my brush, I have a highlighter brush. It's by e.l.f. I'm going to use this and then just take it on the cheekbone, over the eyebrow. You see the mess I have here. So I'm going to get this. This is a mini brush. I need to buy one of these too. Lash Discovery Mini Brush Mascara. I'm almost out of this one. So I like using this on the bottom. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is put everything out that I need, and then, but I am going to go through some of my bags first before. I'm going to get my Laura Mercier. My daughter gave me one, and I have one. So now I'm rotating those two. Oh, God. It's been fun because I'm going through everything. Now, when I do this, I feel like it brings everything together. It minimizes my pores. It softens everything up. sets everything. I feel like my makeup lasts longer. Use the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, Chocolatine Fine Mist, Major Makeup Grip, has hyaluronic acid, squalene, and it gives a, I feel like it gives me a dewy finish. So I'm just gonna go like that. My dog wants to come in and I'm gonna go fix my hair and I'll be right back. So I kind of fixed my hair up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe, I'm gonna blot my mouth, and then I'm going to put on MAC Whirl. I'm trying to use, doing my rotating, kind of a neutral color. I'm just gonna fill it in a little bit. Line the lips a little bit so it helps control feathering, because I do have the fine lines here. And then I'm going to go with, this is, let me get my glasses on. Envious by Estee Lauder. They've changed a lot of their lipsticks. I don't know if they still carry this, but I got this in a gift. I think it was one of their holiday gift sets. Okay, it is bright. Let's see. I always want to make sure it doesn't, I don't get it on my teeth. It never fails. There. So I just take off the excess amount. All right, let me just turn this off. Well, this is the finished look. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. And if you like the video, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, like, share, and comment. I want to welcome all my friends and appreciate all my friends that keep coming back. I love you all, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.